Salutations, nation. Salutations. Welcome to another Raider Nation Unlimited. I am your man, Wasted Talent. Listen, there's been a lot going on, a lot of things happening around the world of the Raiders, even though now it is officially the offseason. It's been the offseason for us for a little bit, but right now, this is the real deal Holyfield. This is it. This is the offseason. We got a bunch of dates that are coming up that are really, really important to the future of the Raiders. And for the first time in a decade, we have a vacancy at the most important position on the field. And we're gonna dive into that. We're gonna dive too deep into it because we know what it is, man. We know what it is. We got to get back to the goddamn word of the day, too. I noticed y'all been asking for it. I haven't been doing it, man. But the wasted word of the day will return soon. We got almost 100 in the room. Get wasted with your brother, Wasted. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let me give my shout out to salutations. Raider Primos, my dog. What is the deal? Jack, Dinah, what it is, man, with the first super of the day. 199 super chat. I thank you very much, Dinah. Did you see Mark's new cut? Bro, I don't think that Mark, what are y'all talking about? The Baldy, the Dr. Evil shit? I think that was, shout out to my bro, either Rain or Raider Post. I think they did like some Photoshop shit. I don't think that that's actually his real cut. I think it's a suggestion. He probably should cut it, but who am I, a beautician? Whatever. If that man wants to cut his hair with a bowl of cereal, who am I to stop that man from doing that? You know what I'm saying? Let me give a shout out. My brother Sean Johnson. What is the deal? Sean Johnson is the producer of Raider Nation Unlimited and all the Mount Shillmore shows. Salute, Wasted. Time to move forward. We can have upwards of $80 million in cap space with restructuring and cutting guys. We have 11 draft picks in 2020 in the 2023 draft. I am a little tongue-tied, I'm sorry. So we got to have lots to work with. See, Sean, man, cap space is a gift and a curse, right? So, because it means this. You got a lot of cap space. Probably means you don't have a lot of guys in a roster, and you got to fill that roster. And then that means that you don't have a good roster if you got a whole bunch of vacancies on your roster, right? So it's a gift and a curse, bro. I don't get all excited about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And $80 million, bro, I'm going to be honest with you, is being very optimistic, bro. Very. My dog, Top Beast, what's the deal? Mr. Nation, Lip, what it is? Real Kari, what's the deal? Yo, a goated name. Butt Crack Trucker. Hey, Wasted, how you doing? My dog, the Big Ragoose in it. Hey, Paisan, what's up, man? Mr. G's Raiders. Oh, shit. Graph is in the place. Wipe them feet or pay your bar tab. Either which one. Y'all know what it is. Y'all hit that thumbs up. White Puma, Jabroni forever. Everybody's a Raider Geo. Geo, what's the deal? So let me get into it, man. Let me read a couple of these, man. Listen, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to break down a few things. The scenarios, who's most likely to come here to fulfill the number one position in our lives on this team, the quarterback position, right? And, I have a lot of thoughts about that because it's a fluid situation, bro. It's all based off of a few dates, how things fall in the free agency, what happens. It's a lot of information we're going to get into. But starting the day off, Preem, what's the deal? Everybody in a place to be. Up-and-coming content creator. Raider Primos is a team. Nate and them over there, they're doing some great content. They're up, they're growing. Y'all go over there, support them brothers, man. Salute, Wasted. We should draft Cj Stroud and build for the future because JMD and Ziegler are on the hot seat and MD wants the playoffs. They have to go get a QB that gives them the best chance to win. Now, see, listen. There's a piece of this shit that people are not looking at. Like, everybody wants the Raiders to make the playoffs next year just based off of the fact that they made it the year previous, right? And there have been times where that's happened in the Raiders' history and they're going to run a 4 or 5 years of not making the playoffs because they keep trying to double down and improve on something that happened a couple of years ago. We caught lightning in the bottle. We probably shouldn't have been in the playoffs that year based off of the way the roster was playing and, everybody was playing. And we've said this shit a million times, right? Thing about that, Preem, is that I think that what Mark Davis wants is he wants a clear path to winning and sustain winning, right? So if you go get Aaron, you're eventually putting all your chips and pushing your chips to the table, right? You're going all in. Problem with that is that sometimes it works, right? You go all in, you get a veteran quarterback. He comes in, he rights all the wrongs of and the ills of your situation. He starts to win, right? But more often than not, when you go get a quarterback that's on the other side of the hill, what winds up happening is you get the Russell Wilson effect. Now, we don't know whether the Russell Wilson effect will turn around with better coaching, but Russell Wilson looks like a shell of his former self, right? And Aaron Rodgers has had kind of not as a productive of a season, and Aaron Rodgers is probably saw his best days. But I personally would like to see what Aaron Rodgers has left in the tank. But it's always the possibility that the guy that he was this year might be the guy that he is in perpetuity. So if he's that guy in perpetuity, and you give up draft compensation, and now you're not, when you give up draft compensation, what you're doing is you're mortgaging your future. Every draft pick, whether it's a 3rd round pick, whether it's a 4th round pick, whether it's a 1st round pick, somehow, some way, that is a young, cheap player in the roster. And that if you draft well, could possibly be somebody who solves some of your problems here. Now, bro, look at any team right now that's balling, right? And I hate to talk about the Chiefs, but the Chiefs are the world champions, right? So that's the blueprint. We're trying to get where they are. Yo, almost every one of their draft picks this year contributed in a real way somehow this season. That is the reason why that they were able to make their ascension, after losing a lot of big players on their roster. They went and they drafted, and listen, that is really the blueprint of what you want to see for us. Because even when they talk about the Patriots, the Patriots have not drafted so great over the last few years. They have not. The Chiefs draft class in 2023, and you tell me, 2022, my bad. You tell me, bro, if these guys play well this year, right? Day one, Trent McDuffie, quarterback. Excellent. Furious George Karlaftis. Jesus Christ, man. Sky Moore, balling. Brian Cook, safety of Cincinnati, balling. Leo Chanel, balling. Hold on, man. We're going to keep going. Almost every single one of these guys contributed. Even the rookie running back, number 10, Pacheco, whatever, he balled out. Joshua Williams, I didn't see much from him. Darian Kennard played well. Jalen Watson, okay, he played all right. And Isaiah Pacheco, man, out of Rutgers, 7th round pick, balled. Now, I didn't see anything from Nazareth Johnson, but, bro, almost all of their picks balled out this year. That is one of the reasons why they were able to hit the ground running. And now, and for the future, we got to contend with them having the best quarterback in the league, or the 2nd, 3rd, wherever you rank Patrick Mahomes. He is a one of one, right? And then having all these cheap young players that are not close to getting paid. It is a code red situation for the Raiders moving forward. Because the best way for you to get to a Super Bowl is to win your division, bruh. Yo, and listen, get with it to get lost. Shieldmore, rebranding. Stay tuned, Nation. Now, I don't know if y'all can see this, but for those of you who do not know, Oak Las Vegas is Graphic Raiders' clothing line. Is Oak Las Vegas is really a staple in the Shieldmore circle, in the Raider Nation. It's one of the best clothing lines out there, and that brand now is going to be at the forefront of what's going on. So if y'all don't know already, the Oak Las Vegas Raiders Network is Graphic Raider. That is his channel name. The rebrand is coming in full effect. You guys are going to see a lot more. It's a lot of shit happening behind the scenes, my guys. My dog, Lunataz Pale Man, you're wasting. Congrats on the Raiders getting rid of Carr. Carr had the last laugh, a bit of revenge on his way out. Dog, look, I don't really want to bring Derek up, man, because, look, man, it's not like I hate the guy. I never have hated the guy. I was a big fan of the guy, but I just think that it's time to try something different. I feel like when you just keep trying to put lipstick on a pig, you got a problem there. You got to take the road less traveled. You got to go a route that you never went. I think we were in a maze with him that we just couldn't get out of. And I think that this divorce was needed on both sides. God bless him. But my concern is about the Raiders. I don't want to talk about him no more. He's not a Raider no more. We ain't getting anything for him, so fuck him. You know what I mean? Not fuck him as a person, but just fuck him. Fuck him. Please stop playing around. Dinah, my dog. Thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Rich Eisen thinks it's real. LOL. Made a video on saying it. Welcome to the ball club. Let's go AR12. I know, right? Everybody, yo, this shit looks really good, but nah, dog, I don't think it's real, bro. Those are old pictures of him, yo. DeMarcus Webb, my dog. I'm having a wasted moment. I hope we use the cap wisely. Locate the QB, and let's get this defense Trump tight. If after 2-3 years, all we have is a rebuild and no playoffs, I want everybody going. And that's right, bro. That's all we can ask for. The flying wonderful Latina Griffith is in a place to be. What's up, Latina? Good seeing you. My dog. As a Cowboy fan, sorry for rooting for the Dallas, Texas, a.k.a. the Chiefs, but the Eagles had some bad karma coming their way after booing Dak Prescott, the man of the year. Yo, look, bro, you a Cowboy fan. I get it. That's your arch nemesis. The same way we hate the Chefs, y'all hate the Eagles, man. I get it, my brother. Everyone. We get it. Wasted. We need another 2014. We need a better draft than that, bro. What's fucking with that? We need a better draft than that. That's how good of a draft we need, yo. Hey, man, we ain't missed nothing yet, bro. You in the place to be. You were in the place to be. My dog, Preem, build through the draft. That's how the Raiders get back to greatness. Ziegler needs to change the stigma that the Raiders can't draft, and we need to hit on this draft. See, it's more than just a stigma. It's a real thing because there's no way that free agency can plug all the holes on a team that has this many holes. It's just no way. You have to knock the draft out the park, yo. Last week, my dog, Old School, Night 61 is my dog. Appreciate you for the $5 super, my dog. Appreciate you. Last week, ESPN had us signing Jimmy G. $70 million for 2 years. Ouch. Unfortunately, because so many teams need QBs, the price for that type of QB will be high. Listen, my dog, be honest with you. If they sign Jimmy Garoppolo for that much fucking money, I might take a ride up to the headquarters and protest in front of the fucking headquarters for the next 6 months. Jimmy Garoppolo is fragile, and he is a guy who performed in a terrific system and did okay. He is not a guy that is going to elevate a system, right? So we don't know if we got that kind of system, but I know that Kyle Shanahan, bro, is different. The only play caller I can even think in the National Football League who I know is better than him is Andy Reid. Andy Reid. Doesn't matter where the Raiders draft. It matters who they draft. Like I said before, Primos, you've been listening. You've been listening. You get guys in free agency and draft who help the Raiders win. That's it. That's all we want. And that's all we all want, bro. I feel you, my dog. Yeah, I know. I fucking hate him too, bro. But salute, yo, salute. Matt Marinovich, my guy. What it is. Vibe Raider. Every time we've been nice, our QB wore number 12. Yeah, man. I said that before, bro. Yes, number 12. Like, if you believe in gematria and shit like that, number 12 has a big significance in our organization, my guy. If the Raiders sign Jimmy G, that's the end of McDaniels and Ziegler. Gus, it might be, it might not. It all depends, man. I mean, look, Jimmy G is a guy who has played well in their system, right? And he's a guy that has led a team to a Super Bowl. But do we have the kind of roster? Do we have that kind of roster? It's the case, bro. Wait, hold up. Jimmy G would be 10 to 12 million per signing max. It's a fact, bro. Your name here, my dog. Yo, we got over 300 in the room. Get wasted with your brother, wasted. I'm going into the next season with low expectations because I don't have faith in McDaniels yet. He's got to earn that, bro. Look, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I think McDaniels is a good coach, bro. But being a good coach schematically and being a leader are two totally different things. The part of See, what I don't doubt with Josh McDaniels is his football acumen. What I doubt is what kind of person Josh McDaniels is, and can he galvanize a team? Can he get people to believe? Sounds like he can, right? How he prioritizes. Is he able to take his ego and push it to the side? There are a lot of things that are on the table right now, right? But we shall see. But we got to give him a chance, right? Well, I'm sorry, bro. I hit the wrong one. Bernardo Ballbomber, wasted. Raiders looking for a good deal than a great player. I say we outbid the Rams for Baker Mayfield. Brother, I'm going to be honest with you. I'd be fucking livid if we brought Baker Mayfield in. If Baker Mayfield was on the Browns, it's a team that's loaded with and riddled with talent. Let's just be for real here. If he can't get it done there, he's not going to get it done anywhere else. And just because, you know what I mean, he had a game, he came in, he won against us. Baker Mayfield is not a starting quarterback in the National Football League. I said it when he came out of Oklahoma, bro. The guy has a water pistol arm. He's not the kind of athlete that he was in college, because in college you can run around people and you're the best guy on the field. Here he's nothing. I think Baker Mayfield is straight up Trizash. I would rather have Jarrett Stidham be our starting quarterback than fucking bum ass Baker Mayfield. Seriously. I know I got off topic a little bit, guys. We're gonna get it back on. Now, Darth Raider. As content creators, we also have to stop talking about Carr. He's no longer with us. Let's get over it. That's a fact, Darth. That's a fact. That's why I'm making a concerted effort. We're done with that, right? Because we wanted to know what the fuck's going on, right? So now, listen, we got to get into this Rodgers thing. Now, this is the conundrum that we're having right now with the Raiders, right? See, everybody doesn't understand. We're not in a position to do things. There are a lot of things that have to happen where other teams have to come in here and they have to be the ones to kind of play ball with us for us to get these two players, right? So the way I'm looking at it is the Raiders picking at 7th, right? We might be in a situation where Cj Stroud might be off the board. Bryce Young will be off the board, and we got to pick from what's left. Now, there are a few dates that are important, and that'll kind of like give us a roadmap into what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. Now, one of the things is if Derek Carr takes his time or not. There's a special situation that needs to happen for the Aaron Rodgers trade to go down and for the Packers to not really have as much leverage to fleece us for picks. Now, Colin Cowherd was talking about, to us to get Aaron Rodgers, we'd have to give up a first-round pick this year, the 3rd and the 5th to get him, right? That's 3 picks. That's 3 players. For one, he is Aaron Rodgers. But at the end of the day, man, I'm hoping that if we do trade for him, it does not take that much. But he's an all-time great. But he's also long in the tooth and expensive, right? So there's that part. And they probably want to move on. But these are the important days. Now, we know February the 28th, you got the NFL Scouting Combine, which really doesn't have a lot to do with us. There's another important date for us, franchise tag deadline. So that'll give us kind of a roadmap of what we're going to do with Josh Jacobs, right? Monday, March the 13th to Wednesday, March the 15th is the negotiation period. That is the legal tampering period. This means teams can reach out to free agent players whose contracts expire at the end of the current league year, negotiate free agent deals with them. That is when we do free agent frenzy, and the 15th Wednesday is free agency begins. 4 p.m., you know what I'm saying? The teams must be under the cap for the upcoming season. On that date as well, issue the tenders for their pending restricted free agents, and teams will also need to leave enough space to sign their rookie class as well, so they can't max out and ass bet, right? March 26th, the league meeting. There's a lot of stuff that happens at the league meetings. If there will be a trade probably after that, that's probably when a Rodgers trade will probably happen at the league meetings, because all of the big wigs are there. They can sit down and hammer a deal out. Nobody got to fly nowhere, right? And Monday, April the 17th, you got the offseason workout and all of that shit going on. And then April the 27th to the 29th, you know what I'm saying? You got the NFL draft. So, guys, there's a lot going on, right? So the thing about Aaron Rodgers is that we got to trade for this guy. How long are you willing to wait to trade for Aaron Rodgers? He has certain things in his contract that kicks in after June, so the Packers might hold on to him till then. There's a lot that's going on. So before June, right, And it will probably have to happen before then. But are you willing to wait? Are you willing to wait till April? Are you willing to wait? If you know that's the guy you want, are you willing to wait? Because every day, Derek Carr kind of started free agency on his own because he doesn't have to wait because of the way everything was structured. So right now, he's running around. He's got the pick of the litter now. People can sign him tomorrow if they want to. So say, for instance, Aaron Rodgers goes out, not Aaron Rodgers, but fucking Derek Carr goes, and next 2 weeks, he signs with the Saints. He's off the books. The Saints got their quarterback. So now you're going to look at all these other teams, the Carolina Panthers of the world. They're going to say, all right, we need to draft somebody. So now they're back on the clock. So that's another person we got to contend for to get the services of a young rookie quarterback. Tampa Bay Buccaneers is another team where they need a quarterback. Now they got to ask themselves, do they want Jimmy Garoppolo? Would they be willing to pay for Jimmy Garoppolo, right? So then now that puts us in a bind. Are the Jets willing to pay for Jimmy Garoppolo? That puts us in a bind. There's some breadcrumbs that have Jimmy Garoppolo going to the Jets because Robert Saleh was the defensive coordinator when he was over in San Francisco. So that's the thing. We got to look at this shit. There's a lot at stake with this Aaron Rodgers business, bro. And the only way I go after Aaron Rodgers now, because of the situation that we're in, is if he comes out of this darkness period and says, listen, the Raiders are bust. I want to be traded to the Raiders or I'm going to retire. If you got to bid for his services, I don't think the Raiders are going to give the Packers exactly what they're asking for. I think the Jets owner, even though he probably shouldn't, is so desperate, and he's so like he probably would give the Packers whatever they wanted, man. Troy Romero, my guy, classic man Q. Nah, Baker has a can. Everything else, but y'all pass. Nah, Baker, he's a bum. It's a new chapter in Raider Nation. I'm excited to see what's next. Hope the front office can turn us into a playoff team. Listen, even if they don't, if we have marketable improvement, right? Like say for instance, we're 10-7 next year, and then for whatever reason we don't make the playoffs. So we're 9-8 next year. We don't make the playoffs, right? And we're not 6-10, and we draft well. And we have a lot of young players that everyone's excited about, and it looks like things are trending upwards. To me, I think McDaniels and them should stay because you don't want to change everything. As long as they get the program going in another direction, and we're not losing players, and we're not worse, and the team is improving, I'm okay with that. Let me see. We don't need to give up 7 all for Rodgers. He has to do, and I'm sure he will say, get me here or I'll retire, and the Packers will lose their leverage. I hope they do, Ray McClain. We don't know that, bro. We don't know that. And that's the thing, bro. There's a lot of price. There's a high price to pay for this guy. I mean, you got to know that, one, if you bring Aaron Rodgers here, right, his salary as currently constituted won't be that bad this year for the Raiders. But what are you doing around Aaron Rodgers to compete with the Chiefs? Because the Chiefs are the team that it's a dragon you got to slay. The offensive side of the ball is fine for the Chiefs, and they got a lot of inexpensive guys. And on the defensive end of the ball, they shored their secondary up. They got a lot of young players, man. A lot of young players, but they got 2 starters out of this draft in their secondary. Trent McDuffie and the kid from Cincinnati. They got a safety. So that's the problem with the Raiders, yo. We are behind the 8 ball, bro. We need to decide what direction we're going. And a lot of the times, man, I'm feeling like if you're going to have to give up multiple draft compensation for this guy, I would prefer you do it this year and draft a young quarterback right. I wanted Aaron Rodgers. I would love Aaron Rodgers, but it has to be for the right price. I do not want Aaron Rodgers if we've got to break the bank or we got to dip into next year's draft compensation. Because the only way this team is really going to improve in a real way, if you get Aaron Rodgers, is if David Ziegler knocks the draft out the goddamn park. And a couple of guys got to take a haircut. And we're going to get into that because people talk about our cap space, but what people are not looking at, there is a lot of stuff that is going on right now that has happened from the Gruden era that is haunting us. And what it is it's called cap penalties, ladies and gentlemen. So basically, if you look at it, right now, the Raiders are going to have a total of $23 million in dead money against the cap. We're still paying for the Corey Littleton Let's get rid of Corey Littleton. Almost $10 million because of that. The Carl Nassib deal is still haunting us. That's about $5 million. Kenyon Drake is still haunting us. And what I will never understand for the life of me is why they kept Brandon Bolden and cut Kenyon Drake. It's costing them more money to cut Kenyon Drake and keep Brandon Bolden than them just cutting Brandon Bolden. And Kenyon Drake was a much better player. We're paying for the Tyree Gillespie cutting, and we're paying for John Simpson. So we're at $23 million in dead cap space. So you guys got to consider that. So there's a lot that needs to happen, bro. I'm kind of down for trading up for Cj Stroud, man. I don't know about giving up a first, a third, and a fifth for Rodgers. I was hoping the most would be a second or fourth pick. And I was thinking that too, Clone Avenger. But yo, you don't trade away a Hall of Fame quarterback for a second and a fourth, bro. That's just unrealistic. Like me, the most I'm willing to give up is I'll give up my first round pick for Aaron Rodgers. It is what it is. As long as I have the other 10 picks. But, 3 picks, I'm like, it's a lot. You know what I mean? Especially for a team that has a lot of holes. If we were in a situation where we had a little bit more talent on the defensive side of the ball, I'd be all for it. Let me see. Let me get down. I got a little winded, man. My bad, guys. My bad, y'all. And we got some dead air. I'm bugging. 2024 is a conditional second. Okay, listen. If that's the case, then that's cool. Way too real. We are too far behind the Chiefs. We need to stay consistent. Consistent losing records. Slay consistent losing records. That's a fact, bro. I know, and that's the one problem with Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers comes here, effectively, you're most likely going to at least make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So that gets the program trending in the right direction, and it buys these guys more time. There are a lot of people that I feel are low-key rooting against Josh McDaniels and David Ziegler for whatever reason. Maybe because of the Patriots, or maybe because they didn't want the former quarterback to leave. Whatever the case may be, bro, you guys got to get on board because this is our coach, and you got to support it. I feel like people want to see Josh McDaniels fail so that they're right. There's a lot of people who do content who do that bullshit, and I feel like, yo, if you just want to be right so you can grandstand and look like you're smarter than everybody else in this, which none of us are, like, bro, all we do is give our opinions, bro. We give educated guesses, and yo, if you're a smart football man, you can give your opinion, good, bad, or indifferent. I have no problem with being right as long as my being wrong. If my wrong means that the Raiders are playing better, I'm good. If my wrong means that the Raiders are winning and I was wrong about something, I'm good. I just want them to win, bro. I don't care about the rest of that shit. Rodgers and Hooker or AR-15. Now, see, Raiders for life, I'm kind of good on Anthony Richardson, bro. I don't want to bring a guy in that is a project, bro, after losing a guy who was such a polarizing figure. I want a guy that as soon as you bring him in, it changes the narrative of what's going on immediately, bro. Immediately. I want somebody like with Aaron Rodgers, bro, you bring Aaron Rodgers in, bro. Now you got a situation where you know that you just upgraded the quarterback position. Then the talk about the other guy stops unless Rodgers plays bad, which I really doubt. Troy Romero, are we ever going to get the Ruggs and Arnett money back? I don't think so, bro. I really don't. I really don't, my brother. Luis Antonio, thank you, my brother. What up, King? What's up to you, man? Salute to you, bro. Thank you for the $20 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. My dog, Raider Room, appreciate you, bro. I pray we don't become a revolving door for quarterbacks like we were throughout the 2000s, bro. I'll be honest with you, man. I mean, it all depends on how things are going, bro. If we don't have our guy, keep bringing guys in until we get him. That's the way I feel, man. Richardson is not accurate. Nope, right up at the bat. And that's the thing. See, Richardson is a project, bro. I want to bring a guy in. Like Cj Stroud is a guy who, look, Anthony Richardson, as far as talent-wise goes, Anthony Richardson probably has the highest ceiling of any of these guys, right? But he's got the lowest floor. Him and Will Levis, that's the problem with these guys, bro. I don't want somebody that's going to come here that we got to say, wait and see, wait and see, wait and see. I want a guy who's going to be an impact right off the bat. What I see from Cj Stroud is I see a lot of pro traits, pro throws, processing information at a high level. He has great pocket awareness. And I think if he has talent and veterans around him, he's the kind of rookie that'll hit the ground running. He has the size, prototypical size. He doesn't have a huge arm, but his arm strength and his accuracy kind of mirror each other. So he has just good enough accuracy and just good enough arm strength. I'm a big CJ Stroud guy, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Anthony Richardson or James Wiseman from the Warriors will be selling hard if they draft him at number 7 or our second or third. Bro hasn't even played a whole season, I believe, right? He hasn't really played a whole lot. You're right. I'm not an Anthony Richardson guy, bro. Not for us. Not for us. Anthony Richardson would be a really big mistake for us. Everyone keeps saying that Rodgers' cap hit is only $15 million. That's only after June 1st. We needed QB in the building before then, and that's the problem. To make the Aaron Rodgers thing really work for the Rays, you got to wait to June 1st, and that's what I was saying. So it's a lot of waiting. So are you willing to gamble? Are you willing to gamble? I don't see J-Ro. That's the problem with Aaron Rodgers. You got to gamble, and the thing about it is, you got to hope that they're going to say, hey, man, we don't want the kitchen sink for this guy. If other people are fighting for him, now you dead in the water at this point. DeMarcus Webb, wasted. How many more days Aaron Rodgers got this Rick James darkness retreat? Darkness is spreading everybody. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro, because I think too much is made of that shit, bro. Aaron Rodgers knows what he wants to do already. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be totally real with you. I think Aaron knows what he wants to do already. The thing about it is, are the Packers gonna get on board? See, that's the problem with this situation. Aaron Rodgers does not really have control. He doesn't have a no trade clause like our previous quarterback. They don't have to trade him if they don't want to. So really, the only leverage he has is saying, "Hey, man, do what I want, or I'm going to retire." And the Packers can be like, "You know what? Good. We want to start Jordan Love anyway. Fuck you, retire." And then when you decide you want to come back, we still going to trade you. Now, look, Salvatore Bruno, I will be doing the same thing. Don't worry, it's coming, man. That's another reason why I don't want Rodgers. I feel you, man. A1, Justin Fields is up for a trade. If that's true, I'm with it, but I don't think so, bro. I don't think so, man. Like, people are saying that, man, but, bro, like, all right, you got Justin Fields. He is a dynamic player. You got Jalen Carter, who's a generational talent, and you need help up front. The number 1 pick is probably going to take a quarterback. That's what normally happens. And the problem with that is that when you're looking at all of this, you say, okay, Chicago Bears, you're going to get rid of a guy you just drafted a couple of years ago for a new guy that's going to be a rookie, and now you got to groom him. And then now you got to pay him more than you were paying the other guy who was here that you already knew. I don't see Justin Fields getting taken out of his starting position. The McCaskies don't have that kind of money in Chicago, bro. My dog, Wade with the braid. What's up, Wade? Where you been, bro? What's your thoughts on Love if Rodgers stays? Love wants out to play. I would listen. I don't think that is a way that if Rodgers says he wants to finish his career in Green Bay, because that's another caveat that nobody talks about. Everybody just assumes he definitely wants to leave, but they're pontificating on cryptic messages that he sent. The way I feel is this, man. If Aaron Rodgers is there, Jordan Love is not. And they're going to have to trade. Somebody's going to have to get traded. Because then now that kid's a waste of a draft pick at this point. Preem, how would we feel about Stidham starting for the Raiders in 2023? Cheaper option. You keep your 7th pick, can draft a QB, build the defense, give him a chance. Bro, it's not about how we feel. It's about how Mark Davis feels. If from what I understand, Mark Davis wants to win now. He is desperate to win. You can't go to Mark Davis and sell Jarrett Stidham. You can't go to his fan base after getting rid of Derek Carr and sell them on that, even if it might be the right thing to do, because the way that San Francisco was able to build that team was there were some years where they were pretty pedestrian at quarterback, and they built that team up. And that's a really good way to win in this league. You build the rest of the team up, and you wait around a little bit, and you go get your quarterback. Then that's the time where if your team is totally loaded up, defense loaded up, offense loaded up, trenches loaded up, running backs, then you can go out and say, you know what, 2 first-round picks for said quarterback, because now he's the missing piece. The problem with us is we're spread so thin in resources and cap space and money, and all these people got to get paid and stuff like that. But we're in a weird position. We're in a weird position where we don't need to be sellers because we have guys that are superstar players in their prime. Max Crosby, Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs. These guys are all in their prime and they're all young, right? So you don't want to get rid of them, but they all need to get paid. You know, these guys are on, so these guys are superstar players. They're getting paid money, right? But the thing about it is the rest of the roster is so poor that you're not a quarterback away from winning. You're a quarterback away, a corner away, a linebacker. There's a couple of things that need to be filled. So we're in a very precarious situation. A very precarious situation. Rate of Biggs, get younger at QB, not older. Mahomes and Herbert not going anywhere for a decade. Do we really want to be worried about Rodgers retiring every year? Now, see, the thing about this Rate of Biggs is the thing that Aaron Rodgers, there are pros and cons to getting Aaron Rodgers. Now, that is a con right there. That is definitely a con, and I'm going to be honest with you, bro. You're right. But, conversely, there's something to be said about making the playoffs, yo. There's something to be said about being in the conversation. And there's also something to be said about being a winning organization and when you, as it pertains to the free agent market. Aaron Rodgers can reap you benefits if you know that you get assurances from him that he is going to play another 2 years. Does that mean you're going to win a Super Bowl in 2 years? Who knows? But if you're viable and you're winning, that turns everything around. Oh, out of Purdue, Envy Money, I got to check him out, bro. I've heard about him. I really haven't seen him play. I gotta get the film, and I gotta ask if Sanjeet got some film on that kid. I gotta see. Yo, we got 467 in the room. Get wasted with your brother Wasted, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. What is the deal, man? This chat is moving like a motherfucker, man. Top my dog. Yeah, hey, yeah, definitely, man. We ain't, listen, Mac Jones ain't trading nobody, bro. Yeah, but I hear it's about selling too. Yeah, I heard McD wants the playoffs. Can Stiddy get them to the playoffs? Wow, we don't know. But could be a no. I doubt it, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. Jarrett Stidham is a career backup, bro. We can't get hyped up off of one game that he didn't even win. Jarrett Stidham is a backup. If Jarrett Stidham's your backup, you're happy. If he's your starter, you're worried. That's how I feel about him. And Mac Jones is a filthy, disgusting. He's a filthy bum. Filthy. Cj Stroud is Joe Burrow-esque. I don't know. Little Joe Burrow, good anticipation, good accuracy, good mobile, but not a scrambler, good leader, exudes confidence. So guys, listen, we're gonna kind of break down how plausible it is to move up to draft him, because it's actually harder to move up to get CJ Stroud than it is to trade for Aaron Rodgers, and that's another piece too. McDaniels has more rings. Oh man, come on, we ain't talking about that guy. What Guan wasted? Patrick B, my guy, what's Guan? What Guan? Yo, my dog, M&B Jersey boy, what is the deal, yo? Yo, Uncle Rico is definitely an option. It's on the table. Listen, man, you got a man that can throw the ball clear over the damn mountains right there. Man, let me tell you something, man. You put him in Las Vegas, man. There's a lot of mountains there. Uncle Rico is built for Las Vegas. Wasted. You think Rodgers has regressed? I think Father Time is undefeated. So has he regressed in a way where I think he's physically regressed, and I think that Aaron Rodgers needs more to win? Because let's make no mistake about it, the NFC Central, bro, is not the greatest division in the world, bro. There's no way that you know what I'm saying, that they should pretty much run through that division like a hot knife through butter. Aaron Rodgers to own that division. AR said on McAfee Show that he would rework his deal. How much do you think he will be willing to rework his contract? I don't see him doing much. Dude's ego is the size of the galaxy. Yeah, but you know what? He got the game to back up the name and all of the fame and everything else that he got going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think the way he restructures is, I think he would restructure in a way where it wouldn't be as much of a cap hit, but maybe, I'm gonna be honest with you, Daniel. I know our job on here is to talk and to give y'all information, bro. I can't get into Aaron Rodgers' mind and know what he'd be comfortable with. I don't want to sit up here and lie to you, bro, and tell you I know exactly what's going to happen, because I don't, bro. I really don't know. I don't know what he would accept. But you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, we were hoping would be fucking advantageous for us, man. It's crazy, man. Yo, my dog, man. Raider Dane, what's the deal, man? Get wasted, man. Appreciate you. Patrick B, if we want the best chance at a Super Bowl next season, it's Rodgers and defense. If it's for 3 years from now, move up. Patrick B, I don't think Rodgers, I don't think, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't think without we won't know whether we're ready for a Super Bowl unless we knock this draft out of the park and these guys play up to snub, bro. We won't know that, and that's the problem, because if we get Rodgers and we give a draft comp, we have less draft compensation, we have less cap room. So that's gonna be a tough sell, my guy. Tough one, man. A tough sell, man. Crazy, man. It's unbelievable, man. Stroud is built like Josh Allen. No, SI, he's not. He's definitely not built like Josh Allen. Is an animal. You see him throw the ball, it jumps out of his hand like a dart, and when he runs, it looks like him, if not even fast. Now he's not as strong as Josh Allen. He definitely doesn't have an arm that Josh Allen does, but he's more accurate than Josh Allen. Restructure and break it down over 2 years. See, Rob, they will probably have to spread it out a little bit more to make it more advantageous to the Raiders, bro. Rodgers probably makes more money from endorsement than his NFL pay. I think AR wants to win. Now, see, if AR has that kind of mindset, then I'm with it, because he needs another Super Bowl to cement himself. I think Aaron Rodgers is not going to retire, because I'm going to be honest with you. Aaron Rodgers has an ego the size of Nevada, right? If Aaron Rodgers retires this year, that means that he will go into the Hall of Fame the same year as Tom Brady and J.J. Watt. And I don't think he wants to pay second fiddle to Tom Brady, bro. Tom Brady, I think Rodgers will be coming back. I'll be honest with you, bro. Cj Stroud, with all that cap room plus carve the book, there's plenty there. There's plenty there to get pedestrian players. There's not plenty there to get some of the guys that we're talking about. We got a lot of holes to fill, bro. We got a lot of holes to fill. And people are running around saying that we have the most cap room in the league. We're third. And we got a lot of cap penalties, bro. We got like $23 million in cap penalties, bro. With AR-12 and DA-17 in the car, we would definitely sell out most for the Raiders. But see, that shit about Mark Davis is worried about selling the stadium out. We're also worried about us not getting fucking, wiped out by fans from other teams. But, I'm more concerned that we're good. Halo Raider, you already know the Raider Equinox is still upon us. We got to see how it comes about, though. Darth Raider, we got an announcement, y'all. Wasted. There is a new Princess of Darkness in Raider Nation. His fiance gave birth to a healthy baby girl last week. Raiders, my dog, Darth Raider, congratulations, man. Man, it's nothing like having little girls, man. I got two, man. Congrats to you and your family, bro. Wasted. We need to get CJ load on the defense, because Rodgers is going to be less cap money to load up on defense, and that's the truth. But the thing is, it's going to be less for us, because we got to give up. Who knows what you got to give up to get that guy? Congratulations to Darth Raider, man. The Raiders aren't a QB away. If the Raiders were a QB away like the Bucs a couple years ago, then Rodgers it'd be a different conversation. And that's the way I'm feeling about it, Lunas Pellman. But see, this is the problem, bro. What is it going to take for you to get all the way up to where you would need to go to draft Cj Stroud? Is one of the top two quarterbacks on the board. So you probably have to get up to about 3, right? And that's under the guise that somebody doesn't move up over you. See, that's the problem with it, yo. That is the problem, yo. My guy Omar, appreciate you for the $2 super. My brother, word is the Packers want. See, what's the word? Because, guys, that 1, 3, and 5, that metric came from Colin Cowherd. No, bro, trust me, the Packers have not said what they wanted yet. Packers ain't said shit yet, bro. That's Colin Cowherd's bullshit. Raider Biggs, where's Saltamir been? Yo, Saltamir been doing his thing, bro. He'll be back. Saltamir been back. I just talked to my bro, man. I asked him when he was gonna come back, man. I hit him up and stuff and asked him. I said, yo, bro, when you coming back, man? The nation needs you. He doing his music thing right now, but he'll be back, man. We got all the congratulations to our guy up in the place to be, man. We got all the congratulations, man. Shout out to our guy, man, Darth Raider, yo. Yeah, and that's a fact, bro. With cuts, we can reach 70 million plus. But see, that's the thing, man. A lot of this shit is whether these guys are willing to play ball, yo. Unless they're willing to play ball. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. Are you willing to play ball? Well, now that the Oni finally get rid of the bowl cut. See, we don't know. He didn't get rid of the bowl cut. He ain't get rid of the bowl cut, yo. Come on now, bro. Wasted. Talk to Ish. Fans need to realize we need draft picks. Gruden set us back with all these whiffs in the drafts. We have too many holes. Pause. Thank you for the $5 super, my guy. Appreciate you, dog. Joseph Torres. Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Raider. Just win. But if he is, Joseph Torres, I'll be okay with it, bro. But I'm just saying, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You got to ask yourself, bro, what are you going to have to do to move up? What are you going to have to do to move up, bro? Now, see, look, there's like a point system for people that move up, right? So, look, let's look at what it's cost historically for people to move up. Yeah, and like I said, that's Photoshop too, man. That's not real, super. That's not real, bro. So look, let's look at some historical things. All right, the Rams elected to start their rebuild at quarterback, right? And they moved up to get Jared Goff over Carson Wentz, and in 4 seasons, Goff, whatever. So when the Rams selected Jared Goff, they moved up to number 1 to get him. The Tennessee Titans received the 15th pick, the 43rd pick, the 45th pick, the 76th pick in the 2016 draft, and the number 5 pick and number 100 pick in the 2017 draft. So they gave up 2 ones, 43. That's like the second round, another second round, a third rounder, and then like a 4th rounder to get the number 1 pick. So they gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks to get up from 15 to number 1. Now, that's a bigger jump than we're trying to make, right? So the 49ers, the Bears moved up to select Mitchell Trubisky that year, right? So the 49ers received, because the 49ers, the Bears were at number 3. The 49ers received the number 3 pick, 67th pick, and 111 in 2017 draft, and number 70 in 2018. So for them to move up 2 slots, they had to give up 1, 2, 3, 4 picks to get up 2 slots. 4 picks. The Kansas City Chiefs to move up from Buffalo to select Patrick Mahomes that year. The Bills received 22, 27, 91 in the 2017 draft, and the Chiefs received the 10th pick, and they were able to select Patrick Mahomes, bro. So you guys see right here, Lamar Jackson, the Eagles, and that's weird. I would have thought the Eagles would have took Lamar Jackson too. But the Philadelphia Eagles received the 52nd pick and 125 in 2018 in the second round in 2019. And the Baltimore Ravens received the 32nd pick. So look, man, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. It's a lot to fucking move up, bro. So for us to move up from 7 even to 3, and then when you move up to 3, you're not guaranteed to get your guy because the first 2 picks could be quarterbacks. The only way that you can move up is if you know that before the draft happens, that Bryce Young signs before the draft. Even though the NFL, now that they turned the NFL draft, it's like a primetime event. They don't like people. Remember a couple of years back in the day, guys would sign right before the draft, and then when they would sign before the draft, you would know who the number 1 pick was. Now they don't really do that as much. Thank you, bro. Raider Cody. Great chat. Raider Nation is the best. It sure the hell is, man. Shout out to everybody in the place to be. Shout out to everybody in the place to be. Like, oh yeah, Laker Nation, it was Photoshop, bro. It was definitely Photoshop, bro. QB's looking for a new team with a number one wide receiver. We got that. We got a slot guy. We got a tight end. We got a solid line with a running game. So everything is looking good for us. But Raider Biggs, it's not about what Aaron is looking for. Like Aaron Rodgers, all things being equal, if he was a free agent, he would just come and sign here, bro. But it's not about what he's looking for. It's about what the Green Bay Packers are looking for, my brother. That's the most important piece of this, yo. We got almost 500 in the room, yo. Y'all get wasted with your brother wasted, man. Y'all already know, man. You know how we do. You know how we do, man. Bro, look, Super Mario. That picture of Mark Davis, I know I'm jumping off that is Photoshop, bro. Those are two pictures that everybody sees of him. So why would he take the exact same pictures, but just bald? There's no way that's the Photoshop. He's not bald right now, bro. Saka Aki in the second round. I hope the fuck so. That's what we need. Some of y'all are scared from previous bad drafts. Ain't no way Ziegler does any of the atrocious deals. Robert Cummins, and see, that's the thing. The problem with all of this is that we need to exercise the demons, whether we get Aaron Rodgers or whether we see. Look, you can have a great draft. You can have a great fucking draft, right? And you can knock everything out of the park. But even if you take a quarterback in the first round, there is a 68 to 70% chance that he does not live up to the dream. And that's the problem. 68% of quarterbacks that have been drafted in the last 20 years in the first round have been bust. And you got to hope. You better hope that if you make that move, the kid isn't a bust. That's why it's such a big veteran QB market. But it all depends. Mitch is my brother. Go look, bro. I don't know if you've ever watched my show before. I've never seen you here, but I just did a show. I always do shows. And Mitch is my guy, man. It's my brother, man. Appreciate Mitch. Mitch is one of the great guys that do this, and I love Mitch. Way with Debray. I don't know if this draft class of QBs is worth all the picks. See, and that's the thing. See, Wade, that's the thing. But see, we're in a precarious situation, bro. We have to fill that position. We got to fill that position, and it's going to hurt. It's not a situation where we cut Carr and now there's a guy waiting out there, waiting in the wings to come to us. Whatever we do, we're just in a bad spot. We're not in a position where we're going to get Cj Stroud. Now, does it mean we stay at home and see if Will Levis falls to us? But see, when you're at 7, right, when you got quarterback needy teams, people will jump you to get their guy. So say, for instance, pick number 1, 2, boom. Bryce Young, Cj Stroud, boom. Third pick, Jalen Carter, boom. Fourth pick, now you in play because now they're like, well, shit, we got 3 guys on our board. Will Levis is the last one left. We need a quarterback. We're going to get him. Fuck it. Boom, they move. He's gone. So now what? So now you're going to tell the fans that you're going to take Anthony Richardson at 7? This is a guy that is a project, bro. It's a project, bro. It's going to be hard to sell that shit. Hard to sell that. Just worried about QB rattling under pressure for CJ. The same knock that Carr had. But no, CJ moves a lot better. He has a way, way better pocket presence, yo. We got over 500 in the room. Get wasted with your brother wasted. It has to be CJ Stroud. We can't kill our draft for Rodgers when our D sucks. Now, see, this is the problem, in my opinion. CJ Stroud will cost you more to move up and get than it'll cost you to get Aaron Rodgers. Now, when you talk from that prism, the only benefit is that if you located the quarterback in the draft, he's young, he's on a rookie contract. He's your guy. You drafted him. He's young, and you're going to have him in perpetuity, hopefully for the next 10 to 15 years. That is the benefit. So I think if the draft compensation to get CJ Stroud and Aaron Rodgers are congruent, you go get CJ Stroud. I've changed my mind. If you have to give up 2 first rounders and all this shit to get Aaron Rodgers, then you might as well move up and go get the young boy and be done with it. Ohio State quarterbacks don't pan out. I would select another position in need. Now, see, gun nerd, you got to see something. This is the problem with that. You got to scout the player and not the helmet. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. There hasn't been an Ohio State quarterback that's been worth the shit in the last 20 years, bro. And even Joe Burrow had to leave and go to the fucking to the LSU Tigers for him to play and to get a chance. So, because Joe Burrow was one of the most highly touted high school prospects coming into college football, and he was supposed to start with Ohio State. He wound up, I think Dwayne Haskins beat him out, if I'm not mistaken. My opinion, we should take Hooker. And I like Hendon Hooker. It all depends. Now, let me ask you guys this. Would it be something that you could sell to the nation, getting Hendon Hooker, right, and riding out with Stidham in the beginning and then transitioning into Hendon Hooker? But see, it all depends on when you get Hendon Hooker. I'm not, and I like Hendon Hooker. He was my favorite quarterback actually in this whole draft. I don't know whether or not, sorry. I don't know whether or not I want to take Hendon Hooker at 7, bro. That's high for a guy that just comes off of an injury, so he's not a clean prospect injury-wise, and he's older. You know what I mean? Hendon Hooker in the second or the third round, I'm with that. First round, I don't know. But Hendon Hooker, man, one thing is the way that ball comes off his hand, man, it looks like Warren Moon. I love it. I love the way he throws. Cali Boy, my God, thank you for the $10 super, bro. I heard ESPN say that if Carr goes to a good defensive team, he will win. What they don't realize is you can give Carr the number one defense, but his inability to stay on the field will turn the number one defense to trash. Now, look, man, this is all I'm going to say about Carr. And Cali Boy, I appreciate the $10 super, but we trying to move, forward. Derek Carr in 142 games has 135 turnovers. He's 63-79. Enough said. So that means that he's good for almost a turnover a game. So that sets your defense back. So, that's all we need to know. But, he's no longer our concern, Cali. We got to move forward. I don't want to dog him out. God bless the guy, but fuck him. We got to replace him, bro. He is no longer our problem. Darth Raider, I am personally not convinced with the QBs this year either. I think that some of the college QBs are not eligible, but we do need to take a stab at a rookie QB. Maybe mid-round. So if you do that, then that means that you're all in on Jarrett Stidham then. And then Mark Davis has to give these guys the latitude to build the program and not run them out of the door like a scalded dog. Could it be that he got hair plugs? Leave Mark Davis alone, yo. Wait, so what up? Trip folks must understand we have needs. Can't run a business buying things you don't need. Defense DT, got the middle push. Then that front four will be vicious. Max off the edge. And that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. We definitely need to build this. The defense is the problem. And that's what we need to make sure that we build. Hear me out, Raider Nation. Trade Waller, Jacobs, Renfro, tank for Caleb, Drake May, who I think could be generational and go defense this year. The problem is, bro, the Raiders are good enough, even with Jarrett Stidham, where they won't have a number 1 pick. They won't have a number 3 pick. They'll probably, if you had Jarrett Stidham, they'll probably be 6-10 next year, or they'll be 7-9. So you'll be at the middle of the pack again, and you'll be right outside of what you need to get a quarterback a fucking game. And those guys are so good, no one's going to allow for you to trade up to get them guys. So you got to be mindful of that. You got to be mindful. Aaron Rodgers and draft a QB to learn behind him. That's it for me. Alapocalypse, that's in a perfect world. But the problem with Aaron Rodgers is this. You got to wonder what they want. When people were talking about he could be had for a couple mid-round picks, I'm like, great. If you telling me I got to trade you this year's first and next year's first and all of that, then now I got a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Wasted. I think the same way you're thinking about McD only having 2 to 3 more years to win. What do you think about drafting and building D this year and then giving up the farm for Caleb Williams this year? But what's the farm? Bro, the thing about it is when you get a guy like Caleb Williams, bro, if he's what everyone says he is, he's a guy who's going to set the pace for the next 10 years, right? You couldn't give enough up to get Caleb Williams, bro. Like the year that Peyton Manning came out, nobody would fucking get. I don't care how many draft picks you get for Peyton. You're not getting them. And that's the thing about Caleb Williams, bro. If you are not, if the stars don't line up for you to be the worst team that year, you ain't getting paid, man. You're not getting Caleb Williams, bro. You ain't getting him, bro. My dog, D's got you 81. Thank you for the $4.99 super, bro. I don't see Green Bay trading Rodgers before the draft due to the cap hit. So if it's next year's first, then okay. But not number 7 for Rodgers and his baggage. All right, I can live with that. If it's next year's first and that's it, I'm cool with that. Cool with it, man. Philip Vargas, my boy Wasted, get some insurance. Come on, man. Come on, my guy. Can you see an option where we get A-Rod and a QB in the first and second? No, coach. We got too many holes to do that, bro. And that wouldn't be like hedging your bet or solidifying your investment. That wouldn't be. You'd be in a situation where you'd put Aaron Rodgers behind the 8 ball right off the bat. My dog Diego, Uncle Wasted, a splendiferous occasion. It always is, my brother. We got 5'10" in the room. Get wasted with your brother Wasted, man. Would you rather go Jimmy G, Hooker, or Stiddy in AR-15? Now, that's a good question, bro. Depends on how much I'm paying Jimmy G. Hendon Hooker's my guy. I would rather have Hendon Hooker than AR-15. I would rather have Hendon Hooker because you don't have to change his throwing mechanics. That's what I like about Hendon Hooker. I think with AR-15, you have to change his throwing mechanics. So I'd probably say Jimmy G because Jimmy G has been a starter at a high level. And you know that Hooker is probably I think he's a more NFL-ready pro. I think if you can get whatever you can out of AR-15, bro, I think he has superstar level talent, but I'm telling you, that basement is real fucking low, man. That basement is low. My guy McLuffy wasted. If we don't get Rodgers or Lamar, then we trade down or out of the first round to get more picks. Also, the Sunday podcast with Graf made my night. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Thanks, man. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it, my dog. Move on, guys. Quick, acting like DC broke up with you. Iris Dillon. Yeah, come on. We going already, man. Daniel Cormier. That's what we talking about. That's a fact, bro. That's what we talking about, bro. We ain't talking about that other guy. Wasted, what's good, my guy? You think pick 7, Jalen Carter, Jalen Carter will not make it to pick 7, bro. He the best player in the draft. Ain't no way he fall into number 7 unless there's a big run on quarterbacks. The only way I think I see Jalen Carter making it is if the first 4 picks are people that pick quarterback. And I don't see that happening, bro. And then Will Anderson, and even then, like, yo, Jalen Carter will not be picked at 7, bro. There's no way, yo. Rick, that's not, bro, that ain't Mark New Look, bro. That was Photoshop, my brother. Brute Warrior, what's up, man? Hey, Wasted. This is Coach Gruden. You stupid. You remember that? Oh, man, yo. Wasted, how you feel about late round QBs Hall, Hayner? See, look, man, Jake Hayner and McKee and all these guys, dude, they're okay, but you can't sell them to me in this franchise as the future of the organization. You just can't, bro. You can't. I'd rather you go get a guy who played in the league. These are guys that you don't even know whether or not they're gonna make the team, bro. Can't give me the rated Equinox is definitely in full effect, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Damn, we've been going at this an hour, man. It's about that time to get up out of here, man. Did y'all pay y'all bar tab? Y'all hit that like. Tell a friend, share this out. Y'all already know, man. We trying to do big things, man. No, not next year's pick, because we'll suck and not be able to draft a QB next year after Aaron's retirement. Caesar, I think there's a lot of things that got to happen, bro. I think you got to get assurances from Aaron Rodgers that he's not going to come in for 1 year and burn the fucking room down, bro. It's a fact, yo. So, guys, listen, man. I think this has been a good episode. What y'all think, man? Hey, if y'all enjoyed this, man, y'all put a 1 in the chat. Let me know if you enjoyed the episode. My guy, Rich Eisen thinks Bald Davis is legit in the new video. Maybe. Mookie. You already know. Shout out to Mookie, man. Kevin Lurk said, I'm getting tired. No, man. Nah, bro. Come on, man. Why I got to be an old man? Nah, brother, listen. 720, bro. I gotta let it breathe, man. We got listen, man, we gotta leave some more tread on the tire, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Oh man, yo, a 3. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Look, yo. Thank you. One's all up and down, man. I appreciate y'all. Love all of y'all, man. It's been a splendiferous occasion, bro. And I think, yo, look, tomorrow we gonna start really breaking down some of these prospects. I'm gonna do some shorts tomorrow. We're gonna break down some of these draft prospects. We gotta start looking towards the draft, yo. And we gotta look at some of these other people. Like, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a deep dive into Jimmy Garoppolo, guys. On the air. We're gonna do a deep dive, man. And then, yo, listen, in the community tab, I'm putting up a poll of people y'all want to see me and the guys collaborate with. Y'all let me know, man. And we gonna get in the place to be, man. But yo, wait, we not wasting yet. Oh, come on, Raider Biggs, man. Listen, man. We gonna do a bar hop tomorrow, my brother, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Yo, y'all look, y'all have a great night. We out of here like yesterday, man. Pay y'all bar tab on the way up. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, man. Love all of y'all, man. Y'all have a good night, man. Peace.